Rental Family is about an American actor who's been living in Tokyo for the last 7 years. Just by accident, start working for this rental family business.
We need a token white guy. It's a niche market, and I need someone to fill the role.
In Tokyo, you can rent just about anything, and the family is really no exception.
One of the last times we saw Brendan Fraser was in a project called The Whale. While he did incredibly well in that one, he was on to the next with Rental Family.
We interviewed real people who are doing similar things. It is a lot more legit and sound of a business than I initially thought.
We all have needs, and rental family agencies, such as the one that we depict in the film, it really serves a purpose.
A struggling American actor in Tokyo takes a job with a Japanese rental family agency playing stand-in roles for clients in need of fake relatives. As he becomes more involved in his phony assignments, he forms real emotional bonds and begins to question what family truly means.
After I start making films, I start coming back to Japan more, and it's just always such a treat to be back and to tell a story that is very unique, that only exists in Japan.
Today we're going to go behind the scenes to see what it was like creating this type of storyline, as well as some deleted scenes.
Hey. Sorry. No. They can't do that alone.
Sometimes it's easier to confide with others.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: what was Brendan Fraser's first performance in 1991? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
It goes all the way like 600 Edo period, when people were actually hiring people to be the fake customers. They hire people to just be around so that they can sell fish or anything they want to sell.
準備は?
準備万端です。
And then the actual rental family business started in the 80s.
As crazy it may sound to some, this film was inspired by a real family as well as already existing agencies like this one. The narrative mainly revolves around two of Philip's clients, Mia, a fatherless child, and Kiku, an elderly actor near the end of his life.
ありがとうございます。
ジョン・カンウェイと申します。長谷川紀子さんのインタビューに参りました。
少々お待ちください。
Brendan speaks a lot of Japanese in this movie.
泥棒か。いえ、ただの記者です。
He actually never really spoke Japanese ever.
From learning the language to wandering the streets of Tokyo, Fraser also reveals how he prepared for the role.
日本にはどのくらい住んでるの?
7年です。
100年住んでもこの国は分かんないことだらけだ。
Takehiro Hira. He's a dear friend. He plays Hada. He did an incredible job.
Tada. He was a charming man with many faces. He may first appear as almost like a con man or some sleazy businessman who sells emotions.
Even though there were some obstacles they had to face with getting the movie out, they still came out in the other end and were very grateful to have been able to shoot where they did.
Multi-dimensional person, and I was immediately drawn to that.
I think in the end, he also found himself by acknowledging what's true and what's like.
この仕事もうやめます。
Aiko, played by Mari Yamamoto, she's a force. She's passionate about everything she does.
The rental family team was preparing to shoot a scene at an apartment building in Tokyo when they got word that they were no longer welcome.
Today's day 16. We're shooting over at the Kiku's house. Kiko Hasegawa, played by Akira Emoto, he brings the history and he really elevates what does it mean to be Japanese, what does it mean to be an actor.
A neighbor had expressed concern about the commotion the shoot would cause, so the owner pulled out.
His character goes through transformations at several points in how he sees himself or how he imagines or dreams himself to be.
Every character he meets, especially Mia actually, will start adding a little bit more color into his life.
They're not willing to jeopardize the sense of community and the individual responsibility for each other, explains producer Julia.
Getting to work with Japanese artists on set, the set design, like makeup, the intricacy that they bring to their craft is incredible.
There's a discipline and a sense of duty At the end of the day, we all say to one another, "Otsukare-sama deshita," which means thank you for your job.
The film has been in development since 2019. In November of 2023, Brendan Fraser was set to star in the film with Hikari, directing with a script she co-wrote.
That situation that Aiko is in, I understood it. I felt really connected to her.
Mia, played by Shannon Gorman, she brought pureness, honesty, reminds me how we all should be as a human being.
Mia is sad and lonely without her father.
Art imitated life, Fraser explains. Because of how it helped him reflect on his own life, we all feel like we want to belong, you know? We're all bumping through life, often on the outside looking in, and want to know, how do you get into the cool kids club? What's it going to take?
She's a creator who has a strong intuition of the human condition. She knows where to put a camera. She has talent for extracting performances from actors and doing it with sincerity.
I just always want to have a distinct message, and it was just how to live life positively.
The film lives between reality and make-believe, and when the two collide, they overlap, and something blurry happens in the middle, and that's where the movie lives. That's what Hikari wanted to bring to the screen, he continued.
Now is your chance.
The movie centers around Philip. I was looking for that perfect actor. I was invited to a screening of Whale, and I was just like, wow, Brendan is so amazing. When I saw him and how kind he was and how charming he was, I just felt it in my gut. I was like, oh, here's my Philip.
Randall Family is Fraser's first lead role since winning an Oscar for his performance in The Whale, and it provided the actor with numerous opportunities to learn new things, including learning Japanese.
It became a lot easier once I actually went to Japan. Once you arrive in a place, it's less about thinking and more about doing. It felt a lot easier for me to take the dialogue from the page to the spoken word and have a sense of authenticity about it, rather than just sort of parroting lines that I'd learned.
The person who helped him most was co-star Shannon, who plays the young girl whose mother hires Philip to pretend to be her father.
Chino plays the mother of Mia. She brought strength as a woman, as a single mom.
This project can be seen through various perspectives. Everyone has their own problems. There's no right answer to life. There are many ways to live.
She's such a great actress. I always try to learn from them both.
While it can be overly sentimental at times, it maintains a level of sweetness and sincerity that can make even the harshest of cynics crack a smile.
I'm a visual artist. I was very particular about how each picture says something without saying too much about it. Just kind of give the sense and ideas of what individual characters are feeling or where they are in their lives. Starting from color, we present a little bit of coolness in the very beginning.
The narrative structure of Randall Family is written so that every storyline, whether it be Philip's stories with his clients, Eiko's arcs, or those of any of the other supporting characters, culminates in an emotional climax.
And it's a very traditional Japanese thing. Usually we use black and white for a funeral and red and white for something very happy. Obviously, the blue always represents like a cool color, like sadness and loneliness. And especially when he looks outside the window, when he sees the neighbors, and there's a hint of warmth that comes through.
And of course, we can't forget about the deleted scenes that were provided for us to share.
Why do you do this?
What?
This job. You're so passionate about it. Why?
It was my first real client.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, back in 1991, Fraser was in Dogfight, of which coincidentally he played as himself.
点クリアブライト。君は惑星フローリンに旅立ってからこれが初めての地球訪問ね。で、このニュークリアブライト Z が邪悪なキャビテックスと奴の仲間のキャビテックスガールズから地球人の歯を守るために君の力を必要としているのね。で、2人で団結してキャビテックスたちをやっつけちゃうぞーってこと。
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite? And what did you think of Brendan Fraser's performance?
I look in the mirror and I see her crying. And she buries her head in my lap and starts apologizing for not being there for her daughter. She was finally able to let go because she brushed my hair.
Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
いただいたお仕事は
何でもやるというのは基本的なスタンスです。やりたいなという以前にまず光監督からね呼んでいただいたことを非常にありがたく思っております。